Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of the 5D Deep Dive. We are February 4th, and Sophie, this is a very exciting date. You know why?
I do know why.
Yes, we are celebrating the 6th anniversary of Maison Jupiter. So this is Maison Jupiter's birthday today. So thank you, everybody, for supporting us for 6 years already. And we're going to do a little giveaway for this special day. So just for February 4th, or just for this episode, I mean, that's going to launch on February 4th on the Tuesday. So let us know in the comments. Well, first of all, help us celebrate Maison Jupiter in the comments below. Wish us a happy anniversary to all of us, to all the community as well, of course. And we're going to select the giveaway winner through the comments below this video. And you guys are going to get either the Solar Return Workshop or the Magical Placement Workshop. And let us know which one you would prefer to receive if you are the giveaway winner. And we'll announce the winner on Friday. So stay tuned for that. And I'm very excited for this one. We're going to talk about Earth School. So we're going to ask a lot of questions about the Earth, this incarnation. So more on the spiritual level. Also the age of Aquarius, the new souls coming in, the soulmate journey. So we're going to touch a little bit on a lot of fascinating topics. And that being said, Sophie, are we ready to go with the questions and the cards?
Yes, let's start.
Let's start. All right. So the first question would be, is Earth a simulation?
It is. We have the card Big Dreams. So it is. But I'm assuming we can argue that all life on all planets are some kind of simulation.
I don't know. That's a good one. We're going to ask the cards. And it's interesting because the Mayans have been talking a lot about, like, we need to wake up from the dream, that this life is indeed more of a dream than a reality. And you have the cards of big dreams. So it needs to go in the same direction as, and they call it the Maya, the illusion, the veil, the dream. So, okay, that's a great start. So can we ask follow-up question if this is the case also with other planets? If this is also a dream or a simulation, if there are other planets also that are simulation planets.
Not all of them are simulation, apparently. Let me just check something. We have the card of train wreck. We have Dr. X, and we have begging. So let me just check a little bit more. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Seven of Wands. So this is what I suspected. And when I split the deck in two, we have Ace of Swords as a confirmation. So it says that life anywhere else except from when you're dead is a simulation. So when you are in between lifetime, when you are not incarnated in one place or another, this is the true life.
So meaning that when your soul is incarnated in a physical body, this is a simulation.
Because we don't know all of the possibilities of incarnation, let's not mention the body, but maybe let's just mention incarnation somewhere, somehow. Maybe there's life that you don't have a physical body.
Right, okay.
But when you are, so after each incarnation, when your soul is going back to source, this is the real life. This is where there is no simulation.
So yeah, hence what I was trying to say here, that in perhaps the material world is the illusion.
Yeah.
So the physical, tangible body is the illusion, right?
We can also see here, because of this card, that the physical world, as you call it, is not the physical. It's actually very just fog and not made of
simulation.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so interesting. It's explaining a lot of things in my head. I'm making lots of connections. Okay. Okay, so this one, and I didn't want to explain too much about why we chose Earth School as a topic for today, because Sophie is always going in blind with the 5D series. But I thought that as we get on with the questions, we're going to get even more information with the cards, and I want to jinx it too much or direct the cards too much with the direction that we're going to be taking for this show. So, is Earth the most difficult planet to incarnate on?
We have the snake, and we have compromise, and we have the card of the government, the control. This is my card of Capricorn energy. We have compromise, and we have the snake. So far, I'm seeing that it's very difficult, but I doubt this is the worst one. Let me just see with the second row.
There's a lot of temptation, corruption. So like the shadow side has a lot of power to derail a soul, from what I'm getting.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the temptation, as you mentioned. We have the Six of Cups and the snake right there, where it's a balance between purity and really obscure things. We do have justice reverse, so it's very corrupt. It's completely unfair. And this is an incarnation where you may not see the full rewards of your effort right away. And this is an incarnation where you may not see also the karma hitting other people with what they are doing, good or bad. We do have the judgment reverse, and we have the card right there of listen. This is another message for corruption, yes, and trying to. It's a very forced free will, because we are going to be pushed to be in one path, all of us. And it takes a lot of courage to step out of the norm, to step out of the mainstream. It takes a lot of courage also for your soul to remember their past lives. So you start with not remembering your mission, with not remembering your past life, where you come from, what you are about. And this whole programming is to put you in a line and to put you as anybody else following one path. And it takes a lot to get out of it. So it's not the worst incarnation, but it is very tough for sure, because you feel completely abandoned of the love of source.
Yeah, and they call it the illusion of separation that we are feeling. So we can't feel like this sense of oneness that probably the souls that are still, let's say, outside of incarnation are able to feel. Wow. Okay, I had so many follow-up questions. Let's try to organize my brain a little bit. Okay, you said, so can we say that, let's say, stepping out of the mainstream, is it some form of success of, let's say, or graduation of the Earth School? Can we say that?
Yeah, absolutely. The diploma is given to you. Yes. It's when you realize that a lot of what you think is completely fake.
Okay, so this is probably like the biggest success of the incarnation, like the fact that you're able to see the fakery and on the world stage, and not 100%, but part of it.
It's part of it. It's not the only thing, but it's part of it. Other values, such as always staying curious and always staying vulnerable, is there. What did you say?
Sorry, I said childlike.
Yeah. Yeah, vulnerable and curious and childlike. This is another very big value that you are succeeding if you are embodying your child heart all of your life. Don't know if that translates, but yeah, the whirlpool, it's always questioning yourself, always trying to force yourself to see the darker part, and always purging and always doing that shadow work and doing work on yourself. This is a very big plus for your soul if you're doing this. And the final one is the house, foundation, safety, and tradition. It is to find, a sense of safety within yourself, and it is to feel grounded at all times. So humble, down to earth, and also stay safe within yourself.
To find this sense of safety that oftentimes we try to find outside of ourselves, with money, with relationship, with emotional security, financial security, but to truly build it from the inside. Is that what you're trying to say here with the house card?
Yes, so I'm assuming they're referring to the fact that we're not feeling connected with source, and that's easy to just go with addictions, feeding from other people, power, etc., money, like you said. So it's to when you feel grounded down to earth, and when you have this sense of safety from within and not from outside sources, this is when you are able to create your own sense of connection with source, but from yourself.
This is so interesting. Because in astrology, in the birth chart, we have like the beginning of the 4th house, which is the IC, which is the most vulnerable part of yourself. That is where you build like your home, and you have your home, family, your foundation, your values that keep you grounded. And then on the 10th house, it's like what you do in the outer world, but you have to keep this axis really aligned in order to feel aligned. So I was seeing that while you were talking. I think this is so accurate. Okay, so you did mention that, okay, Earth, yes, is one of the most difficult schools that we can incarnate on, because that there's a lot of temptation. We forget this sense of oneness, that we're part of source. We feel very disconnected. We feel alone. So that makes us very permeable to corruption, temptation, addictions, all that stuff.
And the pressure to fit in, the pressure to be like everybody else.
Okay, so first question. Are there other planets that are harder for a soul to incarnate on?
Yes.
Interesting, because I saw a video recently with a channel, and she was asking, like, is Earth the most difficult planet you can incarnate on? And she said she got from her guides, yes. And I was just like, like, it made sense, but at the same time, I wasn't like 100%. It didn't resonate with me 100%. So
I think they're equally tough. I think they're just different.
Different in the sense of what's the challenge.
Yeah, exactly. And this one, it sounds like the cards are really crazy here. We have Ace of Pentacle and the card of the Key. So it sounds like you start with remembering absolutely everything.
You know what? Like, there's a lot of UFO ET people that said that Earth is the only planet where you forget your past lives. So can we ask the cards, is that true? Is Earth the only planet where you forget, well, most of us, the majority of us, forget our past lives, forget like who we are deep down, like the soul part or our higher self?
We have a 10 of Wands. Hard to say. I think there's different degrees on remembrance. That's what I was getting also with this one. So it makes sense to have this as an answer. I think some of the incarnation, you can remember some of it. But for the other one that is as difficult as the Earth, you remember everything.
Okay. So like my next question was going to be, and I guess we kind of answered it, but are there other school planets in the universe? And here's a picture of multiple galaxies. So I'm guessing that the answer would be yes, because there's so many of them. But let's see what the cards have to say.
There's many different ones that are teaching about different things. Yes, depending on what you are trying to learn. We have the key right there. You are going to find the perfect match, and you tend to reincarnate. It says tribe. You tend to reincarnate with the same soul group, so you will also follow what certain people need in that group. So There is others for sure, but for sure the Earth is one of the
hardest.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's special about Earth School compared to other schools?
I think by seeing this card, I remember an old question that we did. I'm not even sure this is from the 5D questions, but with the card of the pathway, it's bringing me some kind of weird message that I remember already trying to understand. It talks about how we see life as a very long life here. Like the time is distortion is really weird. I'm not sure why, because you asked me that before in another question, not that the same one exactly, and you were surprised by this answer because you said something about it's tough because I was channeling, but you said something about well, there is life where it's like 200 years and where time doesn't exist. Why this one would be such a big commitment? But it feels long for souls here because I think it's very tough and you're disconnected from the love, so it makes it super hard to be disconnected from the love, and that makes it super long.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense what you're saying, and I don't think I've said that when we read on that previously, but like when you're having such a bad moment in life, how time appears to go by so slowly, whereas if you're having like such a happy moment, time passes by really, really quickly. And I guess it's a different of frequency. So when the vibration or the frequency, whatever you want to call it, is higher, time passes quickly. And if we're stuck, let's say in a 3D lower collective frequency, then time passes by really, really slowly.
So it feels the same. We have why's different. We have destiny that is involved. Time is just dragging on for most people. It seems to never end. We have the end. We have self-worth reverse. So there is a lot of struggles with who we are, if we're love, and blah, 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 until we are reconnected again during this incarnation or after the incarnation.
Okay, very, very interesting. Okay, is it true that a lot of souls are or were on the wait list to incarnate on Earth at this time? Is it true that a lot of souls were or are still on the waiting list to incarnate? That it was like such a popular moment that all the souls wanted to be here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Oh my God, the cards are a little bit crazy here. So we have the release, which is a dead card, releasing, and then we have traffic of many people wanting to come in at the same time. Many people have just made it to be observers also because they could not come here. And also there was a lot of just stress of this. It's very stressful to be incarnated in this moment. So not everybody was cut up for this. A lot of people with this card, it says that a lot of people that are incarnated currently there's a lot of people that are witches that came from, those who were born, those who have a very big need of coming in that era to express their spirituality.
Wow, I'm having shivers. And I just came across an Instagram post recently. I wish I could find it for you guys, but it said like all the past priestesses from a lot of different times have all reunited at this time for the big rising again of the divine feminine and this new age of Aquarius that we're embarking on. So, wow, okay. And why were we the lucky one who made the cut? How were we so lucky? Why were we chosen?
Okay, so first of all, you needed to have someone with you to come on this journey. Someone that either you could worked on past issues, so you are helping to elevate the frequency,
Okay.
or twin flame, or someone like you and I to work together on something. There is a need to have one person with you that is going to contribute in either healing a part of the vibration or to work on, yeah, it's basically this. It's to bring something to the vibration.
Wow. And okay, so it's not necessarily twin flames, but it could be.
Could be, but it's
Not necessarily.
basically, if you had the bad karma with somebody, you could have said, we're going to work on releasing it this time. So you're going to say the frequency overall is going to increase because this is no longer part of the negativity.
Okay. And are most people who have come here to heal some karma, have they succeeded in present time?
Not yet. Not all of them. No. We have the card of Psycho, and then we have Divine Love. So some of them are really in the intense moment of it.
Okay. Going through all the emotions.
But the emotion leads to this divine love if you know how to navigate it.
So maybe the emotions are an expression of all the shadows that want to come out and want to be healed.
Yeah, it's a catalyst for change also.
Mm. Wow. Okay. So in the same train of thought here, are we witnessing a very unique event by being here to see the earth shift into a higher dimension? And I wanted to phrase it as like a once in a lifetime, but as we're going through many lifetimes, is it like a unique event seeing the earth shift like we're about or in the process of seeing it?
How did you phrase your question again?
So are we witnessing a unique event by being here to see the earth shift into a higher frequency or dimension?
It's interesting because do you see this lady that we have on this card? It's the same that we have here, surrendering and with the arms. Okay, so it says that we are not here to witness it, we are here to make the change. So that's why it was hard for me to
enter. So the wording isn't correct. Okay, let's ask if this is a unique event to see the earth ascend to its next dimension as it is happening right now.
Yes, card on the floor. It's the heart card. So yes. It says passion, romanticism, empathy. Yes. It is a big vibration of love that we are switching to, hopefully, that we are making the switch to. It is a unique event. And
that makes sense.
Yes, it's a high honor to be here during this time. We just have to help as much as we can to go there.
Do our part. Mm-hmm. I think this is at least the second time you've got the high honor card when we were asking about similar themes. That is a really high honor to be incarnated here at this time. And it makes sense also if this is a unique event, like all the souls wanting to be here and not everybody who could make the cut, unfortunately. And I think also this is the second time you said that some are only like helping from outside or observers. So it's very much in line with other readings that you've made. Okay, you kind of touched on it, but let's ask it more in depth. What is the skill or quality, or the skills plural, that most souls are looking to acquire by incarnating here? So what skills or quality are the most sought after with the Earth School?
So the first thing is ego death. The first thing is to remove the ego and to be able to do our part without this ego. There's a lot of things that ego touches. So that's the first thing. We do have addiction that is there, okay? And this is another card on the energy of reconnection with source. It is to not focus on external things to feel connected, but instead think of your safety and everything you need from within. And this is one of the things that are really looked as a very big quality. Okay, so we do have the card of woman. I'm assuming that with this, it is going to be restoring the balance for everybody. So let me take an extra card on this. We have the strength reverse. So I think this is it's not that the woman needs to be in power. It's that everybody should be empowered. And it should be equal for everybody. Everybody should have the same, I don't want to say rights because that's not where I'm going with this, but the same opportunities. The woman energy needs its place in the world. The masculine energy needs its place in the world, and it should be equal in that sense. I'm not talking in the law sense. In the law sense, we're not also, but I'm talking energetically and embody in our personality. We need to embody who we are, and we need to honor both energies.
You know, that makes such a lot of sense, because people have asked me in past shows about feminism, and since a lot of people are talking about like the rising of the divine feminine, does that mean that it's the women are going to be more of the leaders of the new age? But we're stepping into the age of Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about this balance, right? It's about and I don't want to say that to trigger a lot of people, but Aquarian energy, when a lot of people have that really strongly in their chart, some of them are, let's say, not heterosexual, so either homosexual, bisexual, whatever. Because it's not because it's the sign of, let's say, gay people. It's because it's the sign of balance of the energies. So I think this is also what we're striving going into the age of Aquarius, to have an inner divine feminine and inner divine masculine balance. So that makes a lot of sense. And because the feminine side has been pushed to the side for so long, this is why we see a big rise of this energy. Wow. Okay. Okay. So next question.
Last thing on this question, sorry. The last thing I wanted to say with this is the last quality is looking at how you can change your own destiny. To not be a victim on what is coming, but instead really looking at how can I learn, how can I grow, how can I make the best out of it. And that way you can prevent bad stuff. You can try to learn from it and make your life better. So it's actively working on your present and future.
I love that. So gaining more free will, is that what we're trying to say here?
Yeah.
Ooh. Because at the beginning, you kind of said that we don't have that much free will to begin with. But like, as I guess we gain in consciousness and awareness, we begin to see how we're co-creators of our reality, and we get that power back.
Do you remember how I phrased that question about destiny versus free will?
No.
Okay.
In this episode?
No, but you said that in the beginning, I said that we don't have.
No, I don't remember the exact wording of it, but you said something along the line that we're like, when you talked about that we're more, let's say, in the line, walking in the line and going in the mainstream, it really takes a lot of courage to get out of it. And we don't have like as much free will as we think we might have in that circumstance.
So I think that we do have a lot of free will when it comes time to react to what is happening. We have a lot of destiny of what is going to happen with are without us trying to change it. So we have steps that are going to happen,
Yeah.
that we want it or not. The free will is how to respond to it, and the free will is also if I'm learning the lesson first try, or I need 10 times the same lesson coming in. So that's the free will.
But can we ask the cards, talking about free will, is as we, let's say, wake up even more from the illusion and we gain enlightenment and we gain consciousness, do we get more free will as a result of that?
It depends. So it's a complicated answer. There's a lot of moving parts in this for sure. It will depend on what you want to work on. So if you have worked on everything and you agree that that's super complicated, but if you have agreed at a certain point, if you have learned all of your lessons, do I die or do I do others? Do I other lesson? Do I help other people with their lessons? It's super complicated. It's not a yes.
Okay, it's not a one size fits all type of answer. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense, depending on what you're here to work on as a soul.
Yeah, it's not Cinderella story, you know. You do your list of chores and then you can go to party.
Okay, is the ultimate goal of this incarnation on Earth having a spiritual awakening, meaning to wake up from the dream while still living in the illusion? So it is the ultimate goal of the Earth School to have a spiritual awakening, so to wake up from the dream while also being in the illusion.
Absolutely. Separate from your programming. Absolutely. Ego death is how you go there. And disconnections of what is connecting you to the wrong place, to the wrong energy, instead of your own self-love.
And you know what, like earlier you said, like it's important to have, like I see it as the fourth house, but a strong house, a strong foundation, a strong embodiment, grounding, you said. And that makes a lot of sense too, because I feel like the spiritual awakening process, first of all, like you just want to be, let's say, in other dimension all the time. You don't want to be on Earth, and you're just like, wow, like I want to travel to this galaxy and I want to be in meditation all the time. But after a while, like I feel like the second phase is to also be conscious that you're living in an illusion in the matrix, but also being embodied in this body and fully living this experience in the best way possible for highest good, aligned with your life mission.
Exactly. You said that perfectly. The second part is right there, metamorphosis with divine disguise. You still see that this is not the reality. You still see it, but you try to change yourself to adjust to what is going on.
That makes a lot of sense. All right. Okay. Next question on the list. Okay. So you kind of answered this one, but let's ask the card to see if we're going to get another cookie from the cards. I don't know why I said cookie or candy. What is so valuable about Earth School from a soul's perspective?
Reconnection to divine love. It keeps showing up.
Okay.
It's everything here is trying to reconnect you with another kind of source of connection, that it is financial, that it is another person, some kind of I'm trying to watch my words, but some kind of anyway. And you have to really see what is true connection, what is true recharging, what is true nurturing of your soul.
Yeah, I understand it like so much, because, you know, like a lot of souls, when they do QHHT, a lot of people, if their soul is here to experience, let's say, unconditional love, it's oftentimes the lives where they're going to be they're going to have or experience the less amount of loving relationships, because they're here to find this connection from a place of lack. So that makes sense if Earth School is characterized by the fact that we don't feel that love and we feel that sense of separateness, then going back to that sense of connection, divine love, oneness is the big goal here.
Absolutely. And this year, with everything going on, a year 9, I feel that a lot of people are going to have major step in that direction.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a powerful year. And also astrology wise, we have the North Node in Pisces, which is oneness, divine love, soulmates, feeling that sense of oneness. So I think, yeah, it's going to be major, major. And talking about divine love and connection, are a lot of souls here at the moment wanting to experience divine union on Earth? So are a lot of souls at the moment here to experience divine union on Earth?
Not exactly, no.
So a minority of souls.
Divine love with somebody else or with them?
Yeah, like let's say divine counterparts, or not necessarily twin flame, but let's say sacred union, sacred partnership. No.
Even with the tarot cards, it's a no.
So that's a minority of people.
It's a minority of people at this time. Exactly, the Knight of Cups reverse. At this time, it is not about counterpart. I'm not saying that you're never going to find one if you are incarnated now. I'm just saying that this is not for the majority,
or this is not the main goal for the majority of people.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very interesting. And while we're talking about divine love, we have Valentine's Day coming up, of course. And in this astrology, there is a lot of emphasis on the sign of Pisces, soulmates, reunion, also self-love, also connection in the bigger and the broad sense of it. And we are being guided to offer this new pre-recorded reading. So this is a 30-minute pre-recorded reading. And we have a launch offer, which is the 10% off discount code, which is going to be only until Valentine's Day, so until February 14th. And the code is VALENTINE. And also the new part of this reading is that you have a box where you can ask all of your questions regarding love, regarding self-love, regarding anything that you'd like to ask Sophie. And you're going to receive a private video, which you can listen to and re-listen to anytime that you want. Anything I missed with that, Sophie?
So it is for single people. It is for if you have someone in mind, you want to know how they feel about you. It is also for a relationship going on. So at any stages, if you want to have a full reading on how they feel, how they view this situation, or what is coming, or what happened, and get closure, this is where you get your answer.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you so much. And the link is down in the description box. So if you'd like to book, I would encourage you to book early so you make sure that you have your reading as soon as possible, because there is a high demand with those readings. A lot of people have enjoyed them, especially when we did the 2025 prediction. That was a huge success. The comments are off the roof. So this is a very personalized reading. All right. And so if you are enjoying this show until now, please do make sure you hit the like button. This is helping us so much in supporting the channel, and it inspires us to create more shows like this one. So do make sure you hit the like button, that you also are subscribed. And we are, of course, simulcasting here on our Rumble channel as well, that we're trying to grow, but it's not going as fast as the YouTube one. So whatever platform you're watching this on, a big thank you to all of you. All right, following up with our amazing questions from the Earth School. Okay, so in this present time, what percentage of souls incarnated are coming from higher densities or higher planes of existence. So what kind of global percentage are we looking at for souls that are, let's say, more evolved or coming from higher densities, incarnated on Earth right now?
I would say almost 50%.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, that is fascinating.
It is a lot of people, but I would say 50%. So there is tons of romance also going on with those people, and I feel like I think we touched on that subject before, but I feel like they're going to be tested because it's been a long time that they have not been tested on incarnation,
Uh-huh.
and it's not that easy.
And I remember you saying that when you were asking about angels, and you said the angels are incarnated right now.
Yeah.
So they are, as we are all being tested by, let's say, the light side, the dark side, all the temptations of the 3D. Wow. Okay. This is really fascinating. So is this the time where we've had the most advanced souls being incarnated on Earth?
We have the purge as the answer. That is weird. Let me see with the tarot cards. We have purge and healing. That may be... No, we have this 50% again. I think that it's not the only time, but right now it's a big time where it's important that we purge a lot and that we work together with the higher realms to heal. Four of Swords. It's not the first time. Sometimes in history, we do need that kind of thing happening. But I would say maybe it's the second time. Yeah, judgment. It's the second time or something like that. It's extremely rare.
Okay, so like an urgent call was sent across the universe, like, we need you guys, volunteers. And 50%, that's wow. Okay,
Yeah.
and are most of those souls under the age of, let's say, 25 years old? Like the younger generations?
Yep. Absolutely. It says they're just getting settled.
So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And I remember also the 3 Waves of Volunteers book by Dolores Cannon, and she was talking about the different waves, and there's like a big important ones with the youngsters right now that are here to help as well.
And we have the card of the awakening, so there's something major going on.
Okay. Next question. Is the Earth the planet with the highest number of star seeds incarnated right now? So we talked about souls that are, let's say, more advanced, but by star seeds, I mean souls that have incarnated mostly elsewhere on other planets. So is Earth the planet with the highest number of star seeds incarnated right now of outsiders?
No.
And I think I've asked that. Let me know in the comments. And I think you answered the exact same thing.
Okay. I don't remember, but it says no. It says it's pretty much equal everywhere anyway. There's a fair amount in the people who were just, it says born yesterday, and we have the settling again. So there's a fair amount in those who are new souls coming in here. But I think there is other places where there is just as much, if not more,
Okay. That's so interesting because what's really special about this time is the advanced souls that are the angel, everything, not necessarily coming from, it might be from other places, but it might be also earthbound souls. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's a question I've been wanting to ask for a long time. What's the risk of incarnating on Earth? Because a lot of people were saying that by incarnating here on Earth, the risk is that we create karma that binds us into reincarnating over and over until this karma is dissipated. So let's ask the cards, what's the risk of incarnating on Earth, if there's one?
Okay, so far it's a little bit of karma. So far we have Kiss and Makeup, one of the card that I have, and this is a card of course there is a conflict, and then we have to remove this bad karma, and we need to resolve conflict. Okay, there is pain. We have the card of pain, painful illnesses, everything that comes with it. We do have a big effect on your ego, so suffering. This is a card of flattery, affection, and charm. So reverse, it's simply to feel like you're alone in the world, not appreciated. There's a lot of things with this. We do have also cunning, suspicion, and clever with the fox. So there's a lot of strategy, and you have to be really good at this, which I'm the worst. Is there something specific with the karma? No, not truly. It's interesting that it's not showing up as karma. They're saying that it's more, the risk is more, oh, that's interesting. The risk is more of losing your soul to corruption.
Whoa. Okay. That's a big
one, yeah.
That's a big deal. That's a big risk.
That's
the stakes are high.
Yeah, I think that this is the big danger. Maybe we are misunderstanding what other means by karma. Maybe it's this bound because yes, some have done things that they need to be rewarded for, or they need to repair. That's fair, but there's a big risk of selling your soul.
Okay, can we ask what happens if someone, let's say, fails the incarnation and sells their soul or to the dark side, or steps into the dark side?
They don't go on the other side.
So they're kept in the reincarnation loop.
They don't go on the other side. So I'm assuming that as soon as they are passing, they are in another body without healing in between, without having consent on what is their next life.
So that makes sense that, let's say, what this control grid over the earth is all about is that keeping the souls in addiction, in dark rituals, to keep them from reincarnating into this slave planet over and over again.
Yeah, I think they just become NPCs.
Oh. They end up disconnecting from source.
So they still have some power to retrieve their soul by doing good things. But let's face it, even a soul that has their soul it's tough for people to do the right thing and, to evolve. So when you think that you have not chosen, not healed in between, you are in an incarnation, you lost some of your chakras, because that's a common belief that you lose some of your chakra, you're disconnected even more. It's just tougher and tougher.
Okay. And are the souls incarnated from higher densities right now on Earth, are they helping those NPCs or those souls that are kind of lost in some kind of way?
For sure. Let's see. The Moon reverse, Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Yes, they are trying to help them. Absolutely.
Out of their World of Despair, Nine of Swords.
Again, I have to think. It makes me think about that movie. I already mentioned that the movie where Robin Williams has to get his wife from. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Dreams Made Beast. I don't know what is the name of the movie, but where he has to go and retrieve her soul, and she's stuck in her illusion. She's stuck in a world.
In a genre, in a dark painting, and like kind of a hellish kind of world.
Dream May Comes, I think that's the name, something like that in English. We watched it in French in the time, so we don't know, but
yeah. Okay, yeah, it's coming back to me. So he's trying to get her out of this dark illusion.
It feels like this.
Okay, on the lighter side of things, what is or what are the zodiac signs that have the easiest adaptation to earthly life?
Easiest adaptation. Leo.
Okay.
I need to explain why. Okay, I don't know why. I just had the 2 card that says Leo.
Leo. Maybe because it's aligned with the frequency of the masses right now, like let's say the average collective frequency of pride of. Go ahead.
9 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles to explain the why. It's clearly Leo. I need just to show you. Leo.
Wow. Is it because of like the sense of they have fun being in power, or it's because they just have fun while going through the process? Because Leo can be connected to their inner child even more, to the sense of doing everything while having fun. So I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah, here we have the card of the 9 of Pentacles. So I'm thinking that they need to find their authenticity and honor it. So that's a little bit of part. I think it's a part of the mission of the Leo, right? And if you do it, you're going to tap into the reverse sign of Aquarius a little bit, because you're going to get to be sometimes against the mainstream. So the Leo energy has a power to use their strong sense of who they are and their sense of value and honor themselves if they choose to, instead of honoring the institution.
Wow, that was an amazing astrology reading. Thank you for that. It's really, really good. Yeah, and that's very, very true. Okay, still time for maybe 2 more. Okay, so this is a question that we have from Florence Adamson. From the community. And by the way, if you'd like to join the community where you can ask all of your questions, you can do so right now. It is free to join. It's on maisonjupiter.academy. So I just wanted to mention that because some people have sent me emails and requests of where to ask your questions. So this is the place. So thank you, Florence, for your question. She says, now that Mother Earth is moving into Aquarius, meaning in the age of Aquarius, the big age of, can you see what the cards show us about how humanity managed to go through the last astrological age while we were moving from the age of Aries to the age of Pisces? How long did this transition take? So you can see here, I have a picture of what we call the Kali Yugas. So the Yugas are a group or of eras, and here we're talking about the precession cycle. So these are about 2,000-year-long cycles. Let's say the age of Pisces was began about when Jesus was born, and we are here at the end transitioning to the age of Aquarius. So this is going this way. So she's asking, can we have some clues about how long we had this, let's say, superimposition of the 2 periods? Because right now we're leaving the age of Pisces, going into the age of Aquarius, but we're staying let's say, in the middle, feeling the clash of the energies. And before going into the age of Pisces, which was the great age of the religions, we were moving from age of Aries into the age of Pisces. So can we ask the cards, like, how long did this transition take when we were going from Aries to Pisces?
I feel lost, so I'm sorry. I don't know how to answer it. I can go with the cards, and my subconscious is probably understanding of what it is, and the card can answer. But to give a number, it's going to be tough. Is there a way to rephrase that without giving a number?
So you want to ask the question without a number?
Because you say how long?
Yeah, because let's say, to give you some context, in the 70s, we had this movie coming out, The Age of Aquarius, where all the hippies. So because we had at this time a lot of Aquarian energy, we kind of started the Age of Aquarius, but we were not fully into it yet. So some people were saying that, let's say, it's 100-year of transition between an age where we still feel the age of Pisces, but we're at the same time transitioning into the age of Aquarius. Some say it's like 500 years of transition. Some say it's 30 years.
Okay.
So from what I'm getting, Florence wants to know, like, or we can ask the cards, like, are we fully into the age of Aquarius?
Let's start with this. Let's start with this. Yep.
Like, is the age of Pisces finally behind this?
No, we're still in the middle.
We're still in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us an idea of when we're going to fully be in the age of Aquarius?
Let's see what we have. So this is the card of Aquarius community.
Yeah.
We do have about 10 years. That's not long.
Yeah, that makes sense, because we have been, let's say, transitioning for a while now.
Okay, so it said about 10 years, and it says we are building the foundation as we speak to that new age, but it says about 10 years.
10 years. Okay. Amazing. And last question, since we're talking about the age of Aquarius, will incarnating here in the Earth School will be as popular for the souls when we fully transition into the age of Aquarius? Will be as popular to incarnate here for a soul?
No. That's haunted, and we do have the traffic, but it's more of the past. So I think that's the transition that we needed more souls, and this is more popular. After it, it's not going to be unique.
It's going to be maybe, let's say, a lot of planets maybe have like similar experiences with more enlightened souls. So it's not going to be as special to be part of this transition. Yeah. So congrats to all of you who are watching this video. You made it. Your soul made it to the big transition, the big show. Thank you, Sophie. That was an amazing show. And right before we go, I just wanted to show you guys, and I think I closed it by mistake. I wanted to show you guys the schedule of this week, because we still have a few shows. Give me a minute, because of course I deleted it by mistake. Here we go. So we are a Tuesday. This is tomorrow. We have a brand new show with Solreta and Phil, and they're going to talk about the cosmic universe. So this is going to be a 3-part series, a new one. So this is part 1 of exploring the cosmic universe, live at 7 p.m. Eastern. So join us there. It's going to be fascinating. And then on Thursday, we have the 5D news, also a really good show. So stay tuned for this one. And Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have the Galactic Show live with the beautiful Solreta. So thank you guys. If you enjoyed, let us know. Let us know in the comments down below. And thank you all. Thank you for hitting the like button, because you know how much it helps us support all the girls here and the channel as well. So thank you, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.